I want to bring in Buffalo Police Commissioner Joseph Gramaglia. Commissioner Gramaglia, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Commissioner, to your knowledge, at this hour, is there still a sizable number of people who are stranded or trapped in their homes or cars?
So we do know that there's about 1,900 people, a little over that, 1,900 homes that are without power. That number has come down significantly from the original 20,000+ that were without power. We are also going through the long, painstaking process of check the welfare calls. We've been clearing our districts. We have search and rescue and recovery teams that are out doing all the backlog of check the welfare calls that go back to Friday night. So it's a long process, and we're working through it.
Yeah, that must be a daunting task. And we just heard from our correspondent Kelly Meyer on the ground that there are people frustrated who need medical attention, who need help, but have not been able to get through on that line. Do you have any advice for people who do need help and have not been able to reach anyone?
Yeah, we have our emergency operations center set up. We have, various facets that are going on. If people need medical attention, any way they can get through to anybody, whether it's 911. In the city of Buffalo, we have 311 set up. Any way they can get to somebody. Our fire department, National Guard, the county are setting up operations. They can get people transported for any medical care, dialysis, chemo treatments, or anything of that nature.
Appreciate it. And she was describing people in the area who were calling 311 who were not able to get through to a person. Any advice, or is it just to keep trying at this point?
Well, the 311 has a message center set up, so they're not able to answer the volume of calls that come in, but they are going through them and they are forwarding them where they need to go. So if you put a call into 311, it will be responded to, it will be answered, it will be addressed. We have our 311 operators are working from home. If there's one thing the pandemic, showed us, is that we could change the way we work. Even though those operators could not get into City Hall to do that work, they are able to do that from home. We've been keeping constant contact on that. So, obviously those important ones are getting routed first, and we will get through them. So we encourage them to keep trying. Call 911 if need be, but we have people that will get out and do those types of transports.
Appreciate it, and appreciate the hard work. Meanwhile, we're tracking, and we're so sad to see dozens already confirmed dead. Do you expect that death toll to rise?
Yeah, tragically, I do. We have 28 confirmed deaths that are storm related. We also have approximately a dozen deaths that are considered natural. Normally, unnatural deaths, the funeral directors, funeral homes would pick up the bodies, but because of the storm and they can't get through, our search and recovery teams are the ones that are doing those transports. As I said, we're still working through a lot of the check the welfare calls, and this is where we are finding some people that have become deceased in their homes that don't have power. The other thing that it's going to be very grueling is we have very high snow drifts, a significant amount of snow, and we are very certain that we are going to find more people as the snow begins to melt and as the plowing process goes through. So it's, we are preparing ourselves for more bodies to be discovered. It's very hard work. We have such dedicated officers. We have a collaborative working operation, Buffalo Police Department working with the National Guard, the state police, New York State Parks Police, ATF is helping with snowmobiles. We have a lot of people that are bringing their own personal equipment in to get this job done. The Rochester Police Department has sent members of their department to come and assist us as well, and the list goes on and on.
I appreciate that so much, and I just want to say before I ask one last quick question, I know that these officers are also members of this community, and as we've been watching this unfold over the last couple of days, I cannot imagine what it takes, what the toll is, the work that they've been doing as they do go and do these checks and unfortunately do find frozen bodies in some of these homes and some of these cars. It's hard to even talk about. I do want to ask very quickly, in about 20 seconds, we have been speaking with community members. One man this morning telling me there was a man who needed medical attention, that he chose to walk in the weather to the hospital, and unfortunately he froze to death. Others found frozen in cars, as we've been speaking about. Is there a particular case or a story in the last couple of days that's really sticking top of mind with you?
There's several. The more you start to have family members come forward and put some of the stories out, I just, you get in policing, you get in the fire department, you get in EMS to help people. You want to save people. You want to get them help. And when those radio calls were going out on Friday night and Saturday, and I think the one thing that has to be understood is that we could not get through. We were at a complete shutdown. We could not drive through it. We could go no further. We had officers that had to abandon their vehicles and seek refuge because they were stuck. They couldn't get anywhere. This is the worst I've ever seen. And I grew up, I'm born and raised in this community. I've been through many storms. I've never seen anything like this. And our officers are hurting. It's when you can't help somebody, that wears on us.
I know they are, and I so appreciate the work that you all do and making the time this evening. Buffalo Police Commissioner Joseph Gramaglia, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.